Britt Lapthorne, 19. A thirst for adventure, a yearning for independence. Europe beckoned, a siren song of ancient cities and unfamiliar languages. Alone she would answer that call, a solo voyager ready to paint her own story on the canvas of the world. Backpack slung over her shoulder, passport in hand, she embraced the uncertainty, the delicious fear that whispered of freedom and self-discovery. Each stamp in her passport a badge of honor, a testament to her courage. Her family, a tapestry of love and concern, bid her farewell. Excitement warred with apprehension in their eyes. She was a ship setting sail, leaving behind the familiar shores of home, her compass set for adventure. There was a vibrancy about Britt, an infectious energy that drew people in. Her laughter, a melody that lingered in the air long after she had gone. Her smile, a beacon of warmth that could light up even the darkest of corners. She possessed a spirit that refused to be contained, a wanderlust that propelled her forward. Europe awaited, a tapestry of cultures and experiences, ready to unfold before her like a well-worn map. Paris, Rome, Barcelona. Each city a new chapter, a chance to reinvent herself, to shed her skin and emerge anew. In hostels and cafes, she met kindred spirits, fellow travelers on their own journeys of self-discovery. Dubrovnik, Croatia, a jewel on the Adriatic coast, its medieval walls encasing centuries of history. The sun-drenched city, a siren song of charm and beauty, beckoned Britt with promises of adventure. She arrived on the cusp of autumn, the air tinged with a hint of coolness, the crowds thinning as summer surrendered to the embrace of fall. The city's ancient stones seemed to whisper secrets, their weathered surfaces bearing witness to the passage of time. She checked into a hostel, a haven of shared stories and fleeting friendships. The air buzzed with the energy of fellow travelers, their voices a cacophony of languages and accents. Britt, ever the social butterfly, found herself drawn into their orbit, exchanging tales of past adventures and future aspirations. She wandered through the labyrinthine streets of the old town, marveling at the ancient architecture, the terracotta rooftops shimmering under the Adriatic sun. She climbed the city walls, the panoramic views taking her breath away. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in a riot of colors, she felt a surge of contentment, a sense of being exactly where she was meant to be. The music pulsed, a rhythmic heartbeat against the fading light. Britt, lost in the moment, allowed the energy to wash over her. Strangers' faces swam into view, smiles exchanged, a fleeting connection in the shared experience. The night was young, full of possibilities. A group invited her to join them, their laughter tempting. She hesitated, a flicker of unease, a whisper of warning in the back of her mind. She excused herself, a sudden urge to capture the beauty of the sunset, to hold on to the memory of this perfect moment. Phone in hand, she moved away from the throng, seeking a quieter spot to frame the perfect shot. A shiver ran down her spine, a primal instinct, a sense of being watched. She decided to head back to the hostel, the lure of the sunset fading in the face of her growing discomfort. September 21st, 2007. The date etched in the minds of Britt's family, a cruel demarcation between before and after. The phone call that shattered their world, the words echoing like a death knell. Britt was missing. Last seen in Dubrovnik. No contact. Fear, cold and sharp, pierced their hearts. The agonizing wait for news unbearable. Frantic calls, emails sent into the void. The Australian embassy, the hostel, anyone who might have seen her, spoken to her. Each dead end amplified their terror, the silence deafening. Days turned into an agonizing blur of sleepless nights and frantic searches. Hope, a fragile flame, flickered precariously in the darkness. Dubrovnik, once a beacon of beauty, now held a sinister edge. Its charming streets, now potential crime scenes. The azure waters of the Adriatic, a watery grave hiding secrets. The city, once welcoming, now seemed to close ranks, its inhabitants tight-lipped, their eyes betraying a knowledge they were unwilling to share. Rumors swirled, fueled by speculation and fear. Had Britt been the victim of a random act of violence? Had she fallen prey to the dark underbelly of the tourist trade? Or had she simply lost her way, wandered down a dark alley, her fate a tragic accident? The police, under intense scrutiny, followed every lead, no matter how tenuous. They scoured the city, interviewed witnesses, and analyzed forensic evidence. But the puzzle remained unsolved, the pieces refusing to fit. Time, once a steady current, now flowed in fits and starts. Days blurred into weeks, weeks into months. The initial shock gave way to a dull ache of grief, a constant companion that shadowed their every move. The world moved on, but for Britt's family, time stood still, frozen on that fateful day in September. They returned to Australia, their arms empty, their hearts heavy with grief. The life they once knew shattered beyond repair. Their home, once filled with Britt's laughter and energy, now echoed with her absence. Every corner held a memory, every photograph a poignant reminder of their loss. The search for answers became their sole focus, their reason for being. They contacted politicians, journalists, anyone who would listen to their story. They established a foundation in Britt's name, determined to keep her memory alive and to fight for justice for their daughter. Years passed, seasons changing, the world spinning on its axis, oblivious to their pain. The media attention faded, the public's interest waning. Yet for Britt's family, the pain remained as raw as ever, the questions unanswered, the mystery unsolved. They refused to give up hope, clinging to the belief that one day they would know what had happened to their daughter. They continued to push for answers, to keep her case in the public eye, to ensure that she was not forgotten. The Australian government, while offering support, seemed powerless to make any real progress. The Croatian authorities, despite their initial assurances, appeared reluctant to share information, citing ongoing investigations. Britt Lapthorne's disappearance became a cautionary tale, a reminder of the dark side of adventure, the dangers that lurked beneath the surface of paradise. Her story resonated with travelers around the world, a stark warning of the risks inherent in venturing off the beaten path, especially for young women traveling alone. Her case highlighted the vulnerabilities of solo travelers, the lack of support networks, and the difficulty in navigating unfamiliar environments. It sparked debates about safety measures, the need for increased awareness, and the importance of staying connected while traveling abroad. In the aftermath of her disappearance, many countries reviewed their travel advisories, urging their citizens to exercise caution. Britt's story, while tragic, became a catalyst for change. It forced travelers to confront the potential dangers of exploring the world alone, to acknowledge that even in the most beautiful of places, darkness could lurk. It served as a stark reminder that freedom came at a price, and that vigilance was the best defense against the unknown. While her disappearance remains unsolved, her legacy lives on in the countless travelers who now take extra precautions, who stay connected with loved ones, and who are more aware of their surroundings. Her story, a cautionary tale, has undoubtedly saved lives, making the world a slightly safer place for those who dare to venture out alone. In the end, Britt Lapthorne's spirit of adventure, her thirst for life, continues to inspire. She may be gone, but she is not forgotten. Her memory serves as a reminder to embrace life to the fullest, to chase dreams fearlessly, but to do so with awareness, with caution, and with the knowledge that the world, while full of wonder, can also be a dangerous place. Let Britt's story be your guide, a guardian angel watching over you as you explore the world, reminding you to live life to the fullest, but to do so with caution and care.